All right, for those watching, we're going to talk to Allie today. She is going to give us a quick rundown on her experience inside the program. So, Allie, give us an idea. What do you do for work and where are you located at?
I am a certified veterinary technician that works in an emergency room in Salt Lake City, and I am also a ski instructor on the side in the winter.
It's nice. Yeah, I did see that. I was like, oh, yeah, you're starting in
Yeah.
December, right? With
Yeah.
that. What at Park City?
Solitude.
Solitude. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
we lived in Salt Lake for like almost a year and loved it. It's
Yeah.
an awesome city. Can't complain. Yeah.
I like it a
Oh
lot.
yeah. There's never anything not to do out there, summer or winter. So
Yeah.
that's awesome. All right. So quick question too, like, obviously you jumped in the program. So where were we at within your own fitness goals right before you stepped in with working with us?
So I'm like a relatively active person. I like to go on really long road bike rides. I like to mountain bike, rock climb, hike, do like a lot of different things. And I kind of like did some fitness programs, not like programs, but like
Mhm.
book programs
Okay.
of just where like they have like meal guides and all of this other stuff. And I just kind of felt like I was just like plateaued and just didn't really, wasn't really feeling my body
Mhm.
with food accurately, and just kind of felt like I was just kind of staying the same. Especially like with rock climbing,
Yeah.
I was staying kind of like at the same level of 5'10s, and I kind of wanted to fuel my body a little bit better and just like have like the strength to get up the wall in more complicated climbs.
Perfect. And I guess too, like I know that was kind of like your goal. Was there any other goals that you aim for when you stepped in? Because I know you had a goal weight when you stepped in. You were like not too concerned about the number. So anything else like that you wanted to kind of accomplish when you jumped in?
Just like have more like functional strength,
Mm,
just kind of just with like lifting of heavy dogs, like when
yeah.
like lifting heavy dogs that are either dead weight or they're flailing weight. It's a little bit different. Like they're heavier when
Yeah.
they're dead weight or they're flailing around. So just being able to like be able to do that for a long time of just having the strength so then that way I wasn't like hurting my body now that would be a detriment to me later.
Yeah, which is important. I mean, a lot of people with
Yeah.
back issues, especially either in the healthcare space, the vet tech space. Like we've seen a lot of that over the years,
Yeah.
especially with lifting. Like you got the Saint Bernards or like Great Danes or something. You gotta
Yeah.
pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they
So,
like flail
oh
around and
yeah,
it's like it makes it like their weight is just so much
yeah.
heavier.
They're like great. It's not like a regular human patient. You can be like, hey, just relax. So
Yeah.
it's way harder. So what was the reason why you decided to invest in something like this? Because I know you kind of mentioned you've done programs before, but why go into like the coaching side of things as opposed to maybe keep doing what you were doing? Was there a reason why you wanted to invest in something like this?
I think it was just mainly like I felt like what I was following, I
Mm,
was underfeeding myself. And I just
okay.
needed like guidance in general, just being
Yeah.
like how to like better fuel my like feed myself. And then like the workouts I was doing were also very hit focused.
Oh, interesting.
Um, and so like obvious that was something that like my coach brought up was just like
Yeah. Stop doing
you're
that.
doing hit workouts and then you're doing cardio. So you're just
Yeah.
doing all cardio
Cardio.
basically. And you're not going to like, that's why you're not gaining like any
Yeah.
strength. And like, you're not like, yeah, you're doing like lifting weights during your hit, but like, that's not the same as like actually like dedicated exercises towards like specific muscle groups.
Hmm.
And so like that just the combination, I guess I'm just more so of like I didn't know what I didn't know kind of thing like that. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'm going to go to someone who knows,
Yeah.
and there's only so much I can do without like having someone dedicated to just be like, this is what you need to do. And
Yeah.
then like once I can like I can then use that knowledge to just
Yeah.
continue.
100%. So any results, transformations you kind of seen since I know still got like maybe like two, I think you got like 2-ish weeks left, maybe a little bit more. From day one until now, anything kind of changed for you?
Yeah, like I am able to do more, like I've noticed like my endurance with just
Mhm.
like activities in general is increased, and then like the strength for like rock climbing. Like
Yeah.
I'm able to do more complicated climbs, and then just like also from like the beginning of the program, like I was doing lunges, and like I've just noticed that like I can like increase my weight now, and like my weight's been increased.
Good. Yeah.
So,
Anything with like, uniforms, clothes fitting differently,
oh,
anything like that? Yeah. Anything else? Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, from the
Yeah,
scrubs.
my scrubs, I'm gonna have to buy a smaller pair of scrubs now.
Yeah.
Those
I'm wearing
are
my
like it's just it wasn't something that like I like distinctly like wanted or anything like that, but
Mhm.
it's just like something I noticed like I have to like pull the strings a little tighter and cinch them
Yeah.
on in.
Yeah, and that's why I try to tell people, like, with the body composition, and you lost what, like around 10 pounds, but it's a huge shift on how your body starts to shape.
Yeah,
And you'll lose like the fat that you had on, and then the goal is to like make sure we reveal the muscle in place of it. So, it's
yeah,
always a huge plus to kind of see that happen, even though you're like, I didn't expect that to happen.
right.
So
Yeah,
it's always like a little extra surprise.
yeah. Yeah, I'm like trying to like cinch
Yeah.
them on in, and I'm just like, yeah, this is
Just
we're gonna tie them super tight.
it happens. So, oh, with that being said too, like how do you feel about the value inside the program? Because you have tried some things, between the resources, the coaching, information. How do you feel about everything overall jumping in?
I feel like it is like super duper valuable because like I am in grad school right now, so I haven't been
Oh,
able
yeah.
to like dive into the Fit for Life
Hmm.
program, but like I know that like it's going to be there still, like when
Yeah.
I'm like when I have the time to like dive into it. Like
Yeah.
I do listen to like because my coach was Casey, she was like, just
Yeah.
listen to it on a hike or something like that.
Hmm.
And so like I'll to it in the background, but like it's different than like me sitting down and like taking notes. So
Yeah.
like I'm like I'll listen to them in the background, but then like I'm like, oh, that one was interesting. Like I'm gonna have to go back and like actually pay attention.
Yeah.
So like I feel like it does a good job of like not like because my other friends have different trainers and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and I feel like those programs or like what I was doing before, which like I don't know if you want to know, but like I was doing Fit Girls before, which
Okay.
it took me from like 190 pounds to like the 160, 150 that I was before. And
Yeah.
that's like what that program is meant to do. It's meant to like put you in a deficit of calories, but increase your
Yeah.
exercise. And like, so
I get
that
that. Yeah.
program is good for like that. But
Hmm.
then, like, for my fitness level that like I want to do, which is like endurance biking and stuff like that, it wasn't
Yeah.
meant for that.
Oh, okay.
Um, and so like what I like about like this program is it's just like more of like how can we like set you up with like giving you the tools and knowledge of like to prepare you for the future, not just like what
The
the
short. Yeah. The short.
18 weeks I
Yeah.
like the 18 weeks that we have you let me just like
Yeah.
tell you what to do. It's like I'll tell you what to do, but like I'm also giving you the why of what you're doing. So
Mm.
then that way like you're set up so then that way you don't have to like you're not totally reliant on us to continue telling you what to eat, what to
Yeah.
do working out, like
Yeah.
let's set you up so then that way you have 18 weeks of good habits. And like if you need another, like if you need more, like you can
Yeah.
continue going on. But like let's set you up like 18 weeks of like I'm holding your hand and then we can continue holding your hand or we can push
Let
you
you
out
go.
the nest kind of
Yeah.
thing like that. So I feel like it's a good balance of like we'll tell you what to do, but like it's also then on me to like
Mm.
follow through on that and then create those good habits. And then going forward from the program, like then I know the why behind the things and I can always like have access to that knowledge, have access to like the meal prep books and stuff like that. So then that way, like I'm not just like, okay, like now what do I do? So then I fall back into the, like those bad habits kind of thing like that.
Hmm.
Like I'm not left being like lost so that I fall back, if that
Yeah,
makes
I get
sense.
that because
Okay.
that's what happens to a lot of people, or like if you lose a lot of weight quickly, and they don't really teach you how to like maintain or teach you how to like fuel your body because you're eating probably way more food than you were in that first program, I'm assuming, right? Like, Oh, can you hear me? Oh, the dog barking.
Mhm.
I can hear it.
No, Cheddar, come here.
We love
Okay.
dogs. I know. Mine, I think my wife just took them somewhere, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for you, is it like how much were you eating in that first program you did to lose that weight?
I think they were having us eat, so it was 350 calories in the morning, 400, 400, and a 200 calorie snack.
That's why. Yes. Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that explains it. Yeah, but
So, like,
you can't do that forever, and you learn that
no.
here. Like you're eating what, almost 2,300 calories. So you
Hmm.
went from eating
Yeah.
like maybe 1,200 to doubling that and lost weight with us, improved the
Yeah.
strength. So
Yeah.
that's a big, I mean, even you doing that is a huge mindset shift from being like,
Right.
I don't know, do I trust you guys? You're not gonna
Yeah.
think,
I was
yeah,
like
you should
Casey, like immediately put me at that calorie. She's like, here's what you should be at. And I like
eating.
the first day, like I like ate what I ate that calorie count.
Yeah.
And I was like laying because I do like
Yes.
yoga before I go to bed.
Yeah.
And I was like laying in Shavasana and I'm like, I am so unwell with how big my stomach is right now. Like I'm telling Casey I can't be that
I
high.
can't
Like
do
I
it.
did it,
Yeah. You did do
but I
it.
am unwell. So
Yeah.
she like then bumped me down and then
Get
like
down,
slowly
back up.
increased.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I would say like that's the thing too is we have to figure out your baseline. Clearly, it was very, very low, so we had to
Yeah.
set you back a little bit. But
Yeah.
that's a big thing for a lot of people is they're like, "Oh my God, that's quite a bit of food," and we're like, "Yeah, it's great," and they're like, "Oh, I don't know." So it does
Yeah.
take some time. So I'm glad you
Yeah.
trust the process too, because sometimes like that shift is the hardest thing for women is eating more and like trusting that process because of
Right.
the amount. So, um,
Yeah. And not being like, wait, like I can eat like just being like more mindful of like what I am eating kind of thing
mhm,
like that too, of just like, oh, like I
yeah,
can eat more, but like what is it all composed of kind of thing like that. Like
mhm,
am I like sure I can get quick calories by eating like a bag of chips, but like
yeah, not the best choice,
do I
but
want?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Perfect. So, we'll leave it at this last question,
Okay.
and that is the best piece of advice you would give to somebody that might be on the fence about jumping in. Maybe they're unsure if we can help them. Maybe they're unsure, they've tried some stuff and maybe they've cut calories as low as possible. Now they plateaued. What would you kind of tell that person, if you got to sit next to them and they asked you about this program and your experience, what would your thoughts be on if they should do it?
I think like they should do it because like it's just something where your hand is held like in for 18 weeks and then like you can either continue with it or you can like choose to like go from it, but like they set you up like really for life. It's not something where they're going to keep you like in the program like that. I just feel like I'm not like tied to like being like, oh, like continue for like a deal, like like we can like continue, like it's more so of like, okay, like let's set you up so then that way
Yeah,
like you can take this for
yeah,
life and stuff like that. And so like, well, it's kind of like, oh, like that's a really high sticker price. It's just like it to me like it's worth like the high
yeah,
sticker price because it's like you're investing like not only in like those 18 weeks, but like you're investing in your like future self too. Like five
mhm,
years down the road, like you will still be able to like take the knowledge that you have learned here,
mhm.
you can still apply it kind of thing like that. So
Yeah, that's always a big thing. That's a
yeah.
thing that stops a lot of women. Is I mean, but then I look at things like college. People we would invest so much money in that, and then what happens? You don't even use it. Yeah, do you? Am I using my degree that I got a couple years? No, I'm not at all.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we're like,
And
wow, yeah, this
it
was,
costs the same as a semester in grad school, and it
yeah,
lasts just as long as a semester in grad school. Let me tell you, like it's like
yeah, worth it. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. And that's the thing. As I try to like drive into women is don't look at things so much as like, oh, this is expensive or, this is something that's not worth it for me because at the end of the day,
yeah,
like just teaching you how to do all this stuff is some, I mean, there's so much in that, in just the course
Yeah.
material alone, that you can fall back on it when you hit menopause and you're like, how do I get through menopause? You know what I mean? No one's going to teach me that. No one's teaching me, but we got it for you guys just in
Mm.
case you got to deal with it.
Perfect. Perfect. I'll come back to
Exactly.
you in 20 years.
Exactly. And I'm like, oh, well,
Yeah.
now you know, because no one
Yeah.
teaches us this stuff. And
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, but the goal of this program wasn't, it was to give you guys the keys to long-term success. So you have that.
Right.
But
Yeah.
again, thanks for trusting us in the process.
Yeah.
Thanks for deciding to jump in.
Yeah.
And like, anyone is watching and you have any questions, again, feel free to reach out. We'll see if, it's a good fit and we can help you. And if so, we can jump on a call to talk a little bit more. So thank you, Allie.